Yeah, I think so. It's like, I think it's like when people earn more money, then they they tend to spend like indulge in more expensive things, and
Yeah,
everyone has their own budget. Like,
yeah,
I think most people could probably survive on like, not you don't need. I think there's like a baseline amount of money that you need to survive. Like, you need most people are spending like what 1,000 to 1,500 on rent. Most people spend probably like I don't know anything from 50 to I don't know let's say £100 a week on groceries. So at a bare minimum, you need to be earning like let's say 2K, like at a pure baseline level, just to like, just for the fundamental and essentials. Anything beyond that is like down to you and like the things you're passionate about and what you want to spend your money on. And I think the richer you get, naturally you have more on like maybe your like fixed costs are higher because you might live in a slightly nicer flat which has
yeah,
higher rent, or you might live in a house with a slightly bigger mortgage. But like, ultimately I think as you go richer you have slightly more expenditure. And you just gotta, it's just being in control of your finances and just being quite, again, it's just like being disciplined with yourself, putting money away into saving pots, and putting some money aside as well for a rainy day.
that's important.
Because you never know, like when like with me last year when I wasn't able to find work for such a quite an extended period of time, and
Yeah,
just like planning for worst case scenarios. But I mean, yeah, that's just my take on it. But
yeah,
yeah, the cost of living crisis sucks. The government isn't doing enough, and they're always going to side with big businesses, ultimately. And
exactly.
it's like,
Yeah,
yeah, it's yeah. I mean, this is why loads of people leaving London now. I have loads of friends who are now working out in Dubai and
yeah,
other countries where taxes are lower, and they're just like saving money, and they have a goal. They're going to work out there for 5 years or 10 years or whatever, and then come back and buy a flat. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
They'll have the money for a deposit for a minimum on a 400K first time buyer property. You need 50K saved up, and not everyone is lucky enough to like have support families that are able to help them out and stuff. So it's yeah, it's the same thing. People are studying in this country, and then it's brain drain. And they leave the country and go and work in another country where they can earn more. So it's like I don't know. It like the UK and London. Like, don't get me wrong, I love London. Like, the culture here is amazing. If you find the right, there's so many little communities, and like when you find the ones that you really
yeah.
resonate and enjoy, it's like such a lovely, amazing place to live. But yeah, it can be bloody expensive. So,
Yeah, no, it's true. You
yeah.
said that perfectly. Like London is beautiful, but it could be expensive at the same time. So that's why even going back to what I said as well, I think it all depends on a person on each individual's personal circumstances, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because like you said, we know people that are moving out to Dubai, to different countries to save and do all of these things, and we've got people who are still here in London loving it. Some people are frustrated, so it's like it's reality, man. Overall, all of these things are like life, innit?
This is it. You just got to decide what you like, and I have loads of friends who are like moving out.
Yeah,
Either they're moving more north, like towards sort of like Walthampstow,
yeah,
Layer Bridge, like Welwyn Gardens, Walton and Welwyn Gardens, that kind of north, or
yeah.
they're going more south, like towards Brighton. So like, yeah, I have loads of friends who are like just getting out of London because yeah, they can get more for their money and more space for their money. So why wouldn't you? Um, but then the sacrifice of that is that there might not be as many places to eat out. There might not
Exactly.
be as many places to go and dance and
Yep.
blow off some steam, and it's a different way of life. And I don't blame them at all. Like, I think it's the benefits of having more nature around you and all that kind of stuff is great. But I mean, for me personally, I'm like a city boy.
Yeah.
I love having like a million things to do every week, and it's it's just all there for the taking, really. So it's just about spacing them out, being a bit selective, and
Mhm.
you know, just having fun and enjoying your life. So
Yeah. No,
that's why.